voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand.
Before I start making a video response to this woman, I have plans to make a crossover video. You know, if any of you who's like a big fan of mine, you know, who's been watching my YouTube videos for quite some time, you feel like you want to join this, you know, then there's a place for you. You know, just leave in the fucking comments. But for now, I gotta make a video response to this one particular woman. You know, this is more anti-feminist wank material for you guys. Enjoy.
Not to say that men's... Oh, I can't do it now, you're here.
Great start. I already feel like grinding my teeth into dust.
I was browsing Facebook.
Oh, this music. Oh, why do you feminists enjoy putting up such shitty fucking music whenever you make a YouTube video? Like, seriously, what is with this My Little Pony / Care Bear music? Like, you're not in Hawaii. Okay, you're making a YouTube video. Okay, my advice to you feminists is that whenever you're making a YouTube video, please, for the love of God, do not put any music that sounds like it came from the anus of a fucking unicorn. Okay, look, I'm just gonna skip a couple of parts, you know, to the points you make, because we don't need to hear an entire freaking story on how you found this video. Okay, so let's just go for it.
And I just want to kind of express my views towards the video and explain why I believe she is in fact a feminist. And if you watch her video and you share some of the same opinions as her, which is absolutely fine, I want to see if I can change the way you think.
I can tell this is not going to end well. By the time I'm done with this video, your ass cheek is going to be spread across the entire galaxy.
And change your opinions just from listening to some more facts. I've actually already replied to this video on Facebook, but I thought it would be a good idea to talk about on YouTube, just so I can hear a wider range of people's opinions about it.
Like I said before, it's not going to be pretty. Me making this video response to you is already opening the gates of hell.
And so I can talk about it in more detail. So, here goes. I'd like to start off to say that I totally agree with her about the fact that there is not an equal representation between men and women, and that men are not talked about enough at all. But that does not mean that feminism is not about equality.
Because dictionary. Admit it, it's because of the dictionary.
It simply means that most feminists have tried to tackle the problems of women first, because, as she referred herself, the female gender experience more problems.
Unless you live in a third world country, this does not apply to you. Especially to you. Because we already know that you are a woman who's living under a roof. You have, like, many rights. I'm not sure if you're white, because, you know, you have this, you know, bit of a tan. But hey, if you're white, then that's even more bonus points to you.
Feminism is all about gender equality.
This may be a little bit off topic, but there's something wrong with your editing. Like, I noticed that every time you jump cut, there seems to be, like, some sort of movement. Like, you just turn on your camera and then turn off your camera, you know, while recording. Like, you're trying to be clever. You're not. Okay? I did this before. I constantly do this whenever I make a YouTube video. Even now, with my webcam video. You know, but you know what the difference is between you and I? Is that I actually edit. Okay? I actually tried my very best to cut out the parts where I'm actually moving. So it makes it look like I'm actually, you know, rolling the video in one shot. But you're doing in such a poor manner. It's like you don't even give a fuck. Like, seriously, you're making a video response to someone who's like, you know, well known on the internet. And you're going to give her this half-assed response. It's not very smart, isn't it?
So anybody who supports women's rights and not the men's, or believes that feminism should only exist to benefit the woman of society, is not a true feminist.
That right there is what we call a no true Scotsman fallacy, my dear. Okay, you don't get to make up the rules of feminism. Okay, feminists have done this plenty of times, ignore men's rights. But you're gonna call these other feminists not true feminists. Just like on how Christians are gonna call other Christians not true Christians because they do things that is not what they follow.
And is not feminism. In Lauren's video, she talks about how between 100 and 140,000 men are raped in US prisons. But she fails to talk about how annually only 1 in 33 men are raped, whereas 1 in 6 women are overall.
Which has been proven wrong. The 1 in 6, the 1 in 6 is practically a fucking myth. And I see the feminists use this tactic all the time. The only difference is that each feminist have their own. You know, some say 1 in 3, 1 in 4, 1 in 5, 1 in 6. The highest they ever gone is 1 in 6. I never see a feminist say, you know, 1 in 7 or 1 in 10 women are getting raped. Ugh. The highest they ever said was 1 in 6. Now tell me, where exactly is your sources? That's the question. Is it from some feminist website? Because that would probably answer all your questions.
Therefore, it is obviously a bigger problem for women than men. Not to say that feminists shouldn't be fighting for the elimination of rape altogether, because it is a big problem and should be tackled. Not to say that men's rape is long, but women have been ignored for way too long, and we need to take a stand in order to get notice.
Even though there were like plenty of protests rolling about women's rights, there were like plenty of fucking slot walks, along with plenty of feminists protesting against the MRAs. Like, you're the type of person that you know, look at society, you know, it's, you know, there's like a shit ton of women protesting and saying, no, this is not enough.
I believe that there is a big flaw in current feminists who, maybe not on purpose, ignore how some of the same struggles that affect women also affect men too. And who also fail to protest on behalf of the men who are still struggling in this patriarchal society.
It's all patriarchy's fault. You know, you're fucking scapegoat. You know, man breaks his back, guess what? It's the patriarchy's fault. Ooh!
However, the reason why we make a big fuss about the rights of women is because it is a big problem. But when, for example, she talks about how it is easier for her as a woman to get into university, we have to consider why that is. This form of positive discrimination has been put into place as it has never been easy for women to get into university. And so to change that, the universities have attempted to get a bigger proportion of women into higher education.
I don't even know how to respond to that. Like, my question is, where the fuck are you even getting your sources? My theory is everyday feminism. And I wouldn't be shocked if it was.
This, in turn, means that women have access to better jobs and better opportunities than in the past, and may even lead to an equalisation of the pay gap in future.
No, the pay gap does not exist. At least not in the way that you think it is.
So overall, I believe that Lauren Savin is in fact a feminist.
Because dictionary.
As she obviously strongly believes in the equality between the male and female gender.
No, she's an egalitarian. Okay, a feminist believes in patriarchy. Lauren Savin does not believe in the patriarchy. Therefore, she is not a feminist. You are a feminist because you believe in the patriarchy, the fucking patriarchy. Okay, you believe in that shit, not Lauren.
However, to put down other women and say they are not in fact feminist is completely wrong.
I'm sorry, did you not say this before?
So anybody who supports women's rights and not the men's, or believes that feminism should only exist to benefit the women of society, is not a true feminist. However, to put down other women and say they are not in fact feminist is completely wrong of society, is not a true feminist.
Which one is it? You know, are these people actually feminist or not feminist? You know, you're practically saying that those who hate, you know, men, or at least those who not support men's rights, are not true feminists, but at the same time, you're against the ideology of putting down other women because you're not calling them feminist. So, which one is it?
As women need to stick up for the other women around them as well as men. And so to criticise these other women is the wrong decision, as all she needed to do was ask them to do a little more for the male gender. No. Okay, you're practically saying that we should never criticize feminism, because feminism is the perfect ideology. Thank you guys for watching and listening, and I hope you share the same opinions as me. If not, feel free to come up to me anytime and discuss them. I'd love to have a good debate.
The last person who says debate me was Fawn Mead. And you know what happened to her video? She used to have like about 100 likes on her video. Like around 100. And her dislike was like about 10 and 20. But when I shared that video among a couple of my friends, which includes but not limited to Dr. Random McCann, Undoomed, Tyler, let's see, who else? Spinosauruskin, Charming Man 93. You know, everyone decides to jump on the boat. And you know what happens? She became so goddamn narcissistic on her Twitter account that she labeled everyone who dare criticizes her as some sort of big fucking baby. So the question to you is, are you going to do the exact same thing as Fawn Mead? Because I am very doubtful that you're willing to debate. And if you're willing to debate, do not be shocked if I invite you to a Google Hangouts. Okay? Because I'm expecting someone to defend their position, especially if it's a female feminist, because it's very, very rare for a female feminist to debate at all. Till then, I am the Atheist Gamer. Peace the game out.